Hello and welcome to Bird Barrier. My name is Michael Gallion, and we are here at the ProLab studio in Los Angeles. And today we have another podcast. And this is about Bird Barrier Consulting, why you should lean on all these resources that are available so that you can not only solve a particular project, but that you can build a bird control program that's profitable and exciting and successful and an add-on business. Okay. The number one reason, first of all, to make this very simple is that it's free of charge. You've got a whole bank of professionals. You call into 1-800-NO-BIRDS. We have a customer care team that is unrivaled. We've got all different grades of people that are available that have worked for our company for years that are all trained in all of the knowledge of our deterrent systems and strategy so that they can give you the best advice on your projects. But we're going to start first with, some of the resources that make such a difference in consulting for you as a professional. Perhaps you're joining us today. You're a pest management professional. You work in the pest industry. Maybe you're a facility manager and you want to have more knowledge about how to protect your facility from the bird problems. Maybe you're an architect and you want to learn a little more about what strategies are out there. All of this can be gained through training that we offer, and it's all virtual. It's online, and it's very robust in terms of what we have to offer. As a matter of fact, a lot of people are listening to this while they're driving their car. Some of you are watching this as a video podcast. We'll always videotape these from our studio, as well as have good audio that you can just listen to. We try not to put too many visuals in these because we know that many of you are driving your car right now, and that's okay. But if we take a look here, we've got an example here. Zach has multiple cameras. Our producer, Zach, has multiple camera angles where we can teach and really show you what's going on. And then, of course, when we're live, we can talk to our audience. We have done podcasts, and we've done webcasts, we've done training seminars that go all around the world, 18 different time zones, where we have people joining us on different days at the same moment in time. It's pretty mind-boggling how far this has gone. Before the pandemic hit, we were already in this mode of using Zoom and using, the technologies available. We could see that the, FaceTime on phones was at a level now that most people have the ability to go live with their own video wherever they are. And we can do, visual inspections that are remote, so virtual inspections while you're at your site, things like that. The technology is all here. So the training is fully available, and there's really no reason why somebody cannot, log on and join us for training and learn a lot more about it. So the first thing you want to consider is the consulting. Now, project training is free. I talked about project specific. So let's say you have a woodpecker issue and you're a pest management professional and you have no idea. So you want to call our company, and instead of trying to go it alone or perhaps rely on distributors who are just going to sell you deterrents or or order something online, most of bird control isn't just the deterrent. It's knowing how to use the deterrent properly. For example, a lot of people don't know this basic concept. When you go to solve a nesting bird, you have to use a specific deterrent that has a high pressure rating. Nesting is high pressure. If we take and we put in a medium pressure deterrent to try to solve the problem, the bird is just going to come back and reclaim. It's going to nest right into this device. But knowing how to use the proper deterrent strategy is one of the keys and often overlooked, especially for newcomers. So by removing a nest and then using a high pressure deterrent like multisensory technology, optical gel, shock track, bird slide. These are deterrents that are the proper pressure rating for a particular area. All right, so understanding the project-specific nuances is really critical, and you can get that information at any time. You take good photos, right? That's really important. So if you're going to get consulting resources for free from us, there's a checklist. The checklist is first and foremost, we have to know what kind of pressure. Are the birds nesting? Are they not nesting? Also, what kind of bird is it? Is it a pigeon? Is it a woodpecker? What is that bird doing? Up close photos of what they're doing. I'm not talking about just a picture of a bird up on a roof and we can't see beyond to the HVAC or to some structure up on the roof like solar panels where the birds are nesting. So unfortunately, you have to get up on ladders sometimes. Now, to help with this sort of problem, here's another example of what Birdbearer has to offer. We have the Safety View Inspection Pole, a simple device where you can mount your camera and then bring the camera up while videotaping and get that close view of what the birds are doing. Pictures of their nesting up close, really critical. Not only that, we want to see on the ground the dropping patterns. If there are dropping patterns, we want to see those. Those are most important to us. They tell us a lot about what the bird is doing, what kind of bird is doing it, and how much the pressure level really is, right? So those kind of things that we're going to need. If you come equipped with good photos, along with the address, right? We're going to go on Google. We're going to go on Google Satellite Images and look at that property from all angles, 3D angles, so we have a better understanding of what's going on. You know, there's a saying that a problem well defined is half solved. That is so true in bird control work. So often we get this cryptic picture from a distance and they say there are pigeons all over the property. We can't help you consult unless we can really see up close. So you know the term bird's eye view, well, that's what we need to see. I mean, in rodent control, it's nice to have a rodent's eye view or a rat's eye view, but in bird control, we want to see the bird's eye view. Birds are up high. What they come down on and look at, that's what we want to see as much as possible. Then at that point, you can then email or send those in to our customer care. We have a whole sales team of people, and depending on the complexity, whether it's just a simple residential or it goes all the way up to a more elaborate warehouse with all kinds of sophisticated problems, like it's a food production facility. They have silos outside the facility where birds are getting into the spillage of food all around. There are all kinds of strategies that come into play, and by having the solid documentation of that problem, then you're going to have free consulting. We have different levels of consultants available. We even have an engineer on staff who can really go into great detail with architectural drawings and things like that. So all of those are really important in terms of what resources we have for you to use. You know, consulting with us before presenting solution often is really critical. Another area, and this is where I come into play, this is why I was recruited into this company years ago, was from my sales experience. Sales strategy can often be the real difference maker for people out there. How much do we sell this job for? Why do we have this strategy in place the way we have? What is the best way to approach selling these projects? All of that is available through our training and especially through my consulting. Not only will I look at a job and look at the ins and outs of the biological strategy, but I'll think about it in terms of what the customer threshold would be, what they would be willing to pay if they have a budget in mind, how we can make that budget useful, right? To take that budget, even if it's a low amount of money, we can create a strategy to where you start chipping away at the infestation problem, getting a handle on the solution, even if it takes longer, right? There are all kinds of possibilities that we are equipped with years of experience on how to help you sell. So just consulting on how to close deals alone can make a huge difference, and I'm glad to help with that myself. And then one last piece of the puzzle is through marketing efforts and knowing how to market your services properly. We have an earlier podcast that we did on the secret weapons of marketing bird control. That's another resource that we have. We have all kinds of resources that are available to help you as consultants to this industry, and especially what we call modern bird control. Bird control as an industry has been around for about 30 or 40 years. And in terms of industries, it's still in its infancy. We're still developing new technologies. Designed, right? Bioengineered products come on into the market, and we test them thoroughly. We have all kinds of new technologies that we work very hard to study before they go to market, so that you have good tools to use to solve the problems. And so marketing resources are available as well. We have, for example, here's another resource we have. We have a Facebook page, and it's called Bird Barrier Live Training. Now, it's a private group. If you join our certification training through our online capability, you will be given access to the Bird Barrier Live Training page. On that page, we have previous episodes, like how to build a website for bird control. These are all different marketing strategies that we have to offer you. So if you are new to bird control and you're interested in a bird control program, you've got to rely on a company like ours so that you're doing things in the most beneficial way for the end customer, bring value to your end customer, and do this type of work, execute it properly, and do it profitably. Those are the basic reasons why you should rely on consulting here. Again, my name is Michael Gallion. I do business development for Bird Barrier. This is from our ProLab studio. This is a learning center. ProLab, L-A-B-B, it's an acronym for Learn at Bird Barrier, and that's what this is all about. So we look forward to teaching you more and more. If you have ideas for other podcasts that you want us to do, put it down in your comments section below, and we'll be sure to consider it. We will see you at the next podcast. Thank you.